Join Samantha and Hans at the next Macro to Micro Options Power Hour held each Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Registration is free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description.
I'm looking for the stuff that's oversold value. So one that is boring but profitable is 3M, long forgotten. There are a few stocks like this. And one of the things that I like to do, believe it or not, is to take a look on a monthly chart when a stock is extremely oversold and it has, some fundamental weakness to it. Plus, of course, the FANG stocks are just grabbing all the attention, the power producers, the AI, the quantum, the this, the that, and it's left really for dead. One of the things that I liked about this last year was that it formed on a monthly, a very tight inverse head and shoulder at the 400 month, which is basically my do or die level. When a stock falls below the 400 week, in essence, it suffers terribly. If it can bounce on that level, it's very strong. So anyway, long story short, it did start to produce a fabulous trend reversal pattern. And then again, remember, this is on a monthly over here. It did a fabulous job of getting up when the concentration risk was unwinding. Remember the June to July? And then August 5th, everything changed when we hit that big convexity rally. Well, while the concentration plays, in other words, semis, were coming down 25%, NASDAQ, this is into the August 5th low, right, during July. While we were having that pullback in FANG, basically, in the Qs, 15%, semis 25%, NVIDIA 35%, 3M was rising up. So that's when value starts to come in, and I look for those plays. So anyway, long story short, if I look at this on a monthly, it was just doing fabulous. It was consolidating beautifully on this monthly level. So one thing that I suggested for those who really did like this or already were holding it was selling the 120 puts and buying the 140 by 150 call spread. So you know me, I love that finance call spread because it looked so good. And it went right up through this 141 monthly again into a 152 weekly resistance and started to digest a little bit. But this thing is still in play. And I really am excited when I can find a play like this because you can keep rolling. It takes time. Now that it's gotten up here, it's going to take some time. But the point is, once it gets above these trend lines, like it has done, it usually doubles. Not right away, but it doubles. Yeah. And they're very, very, very profitable. And they're boring for most people. They're I know why you like Netflix. But here's an example. GLW is another one where it did the same type of thing. And actually client Ann had early recommended this. And she was just spot on. It was right down here. We had this kind of whole discussion about how it was starting to break above this trend line. And you can see this thing has been stunning. And again, it's an if-then. If it literally can get and stay above this weekly wedge, very oftentimes they will double in time. So these are the types of plays that even last week, very bullish engulfing, this week follow through. Now it's parabolic, it's going to have some give and take. But from a trend standpoint, 3M and Corning, they look so boring to the outside world. To me, this is what I love. I love finding these oversold plays and then they completely trend reverse.
Join Samantha and Hans at the next Macro to Micro Options Power Hour held each Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Registration is free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description. Watch the full Options Macro to Micro Power Hour episode by clicking on the video here and subscribe to LaDucTrading YouTube channel for more content.